Hello everybody, this is Greymerk, and I just wanted to give an update on this latest version of my mod, which is up to nice arbitrary number 1.1c, which is a 1.62 version of Minecraft, and I guess the fourth version that I've released of this mod. And I just wanted to talk a bit about some of the changes that I've done. Let's go back to normal camera. And so I just wanted to show some of the new things and talk a little bit about the balance problem that I've been trying to tackle. I'm gonna put this guy. I'll be right back. One thing I didn't realize about 1.6 is the change to the hunger mechanics, and so I don't know, I'm just amazed. I'm absolutely amazed at how much food you use up. I don't know, I may wind up, I guess, one thing I might need to consider is actually increasing the amount of food that comes out of chests. A lot. Because I had to actually start up a potato farm, and you know, I'm trying to make it so that mostly you'll be able to somehow manage to do what you're doing in the dungeon without having to rely on farming or anything. And that's kind of my hope. Like, I don't like it when I have to resort to cooking logs to make coal and stuff, so that's one of the sort of design things that I'm working on over time. So there's that. The other thing that well, I better close that up. Just put that away, and actually, you know, I'm going to make a hatch, since I like those. Just put a hatch. A little trick you can do is to do this, and that keeps any zombies from being able to walk up into your place. Make sure you're absolutely safe. And the other thing that I like to do is put a hatch like right there, and then I got a nice little zombie-proof door. Yeah, so the other thing that had been bothering me was the actually, just a second before I talk about that, I just want to show you some of the stuff. I worked for about maybe it was about 3 or maybe 4 hours of playing last night, just from on a fresh world, and I found a few of these. I actually got attacked by a zombie that hit me for 5 hearts in full armor, and it turned out that it dropped this, which is kind of cool. I was happy about that. I thought that was funny. Found this in a chest. Pretty handy, you know, you can repair this on an anvil, and so I repaired it with a wooden pick, so this thing is actually really good. The other thing that I found, I think on level 2, was Kurt's Farland Travelers. Indeed! So, I've also got myself, oh yeah, so reinforced link shanks of battle. I think I found that in a chest. And I've just been working on my gear over time. Got a few pieces in here. One thing that I did is I enchanted a level 30 iron sword. Like, I enchanted an iron sword with level 30, and gave me knockback 2 and sharpness 4, and then I repaired that into a tempered blade with unbreaking 2, and got myself a nice kick-ass sword. So I think that's a pretty good strategy. So I just want to talk about some of the game balance things that I did. That I think I played a few different worlds as I tweaked the game balance a bit, and so I just want to talk a little bit about what decisions I made while I give you a tour of this this dungeon. One thing that's changed since the last version is that I reduced the number of anvil rooms and enchanting rooms, so there should only be, I mean, I'm hoping that you'll find 1 or 2 of the enchanting rooms. I may bump the frequency up a little bit. And I'm also thinking to redo this room, make it a little bit more interesting, make it like a big libraries type room, like make it actually a lot bigger. Just to make it more interesting, because this is not really terribly exciting. So I found one of those. So one thing that I noticed is that ooh, oh, I didn't even check this chest. Look at that. Second here, power 3, power 2. Baby zombies. Holy cow. Baby zombies. They're so brutal. Like, I've been killed by those things so many times, and zombies in general. Just like running up and totally destroying me. And I just thought, you know, like, okay, is this hard, or is it like, I mean, I want it to be hard, but at the same time I don't want it to be like, you know, you turn a corner and then something just shows up, or like 2 or 3 zombies show up, and then the first one that hits you just like destroys you in one hit. Like, that's not what I want to have happen. So I've been trying to figure out ways to prevent that. I mean, I don't mind if it happens once in a while, like you get a zombie that randomly spawns with a really powerful weapon. Like, that's okay. Well, like that one that spawned with this, that was pretty cool. But I don't want every zombie to be like that, and I certainly don't want the baby zombies to be like that. So what I did was I made it so that the quality of loot that's found on all of the levels has been reduced by a considerable amount as you go down. So, like on level 1, actually on level 1 it's been maybe buffed a little bit. Like, there's sometimes you'll get mobs wearing chain and stuff, or wielding stone swords or tools, but overall, like, they're mostly leather. On level 2, you'll see a lot more of them that are wearing leather and wielding wooden tools and stuff. So that's been sort of normalized a little bit. And on level 3, you know, you'll occasionally see one wearing diamond, but you'll see a lot more of them that are wearing stone tools and chain armor. So it's been kind of there's some diamond there, but there's some chain. And then on level 4, I made it so that there's like mostly iron armor and then some diamond. So it's not like they're not just decked out in full diamond all the time, or gold. It's been it's something that I did so that it feels a little bit more I guess doable. Oh, look at this guy. Yeah, this guy's, I don't know what he's doing down here, but he wandered into the dungeon from somewhere. I don't even understand how that happened. By the way, this is a new room that I added in. It's interesting making these rooms and thinking about like how they'll fit and what they'll add to a dungeon. And in this case, I think there's one on the other side that kind of demonstrates what this dungeon does, but it's some of these rooms are meant to be atmospheric. Like this one, I think this is actually one of the most scary rooms, even though it has no like spawners in it. The reason I find it scary is because you don't know what's coming through, and these things slow you down. Like these vines, they'll slow you down. You have to go, like, you have to clear out the vines. And you know, yeah, you can break them all, which is probably a good idea. But when you come upon a room like this, and it's filled with these dangling vines, you don't know if a creeper's gonna come like out of here, or if a zombie's gonna come racing at you out of here. So it's kind of, these are very unnerving. And I think that makes them almost scarier to me than any other dungeon. So that's what those do. Let's see if I can find this other dungeon. Nope. Pretty sure it's that way, but I'm gonna go down here. Nope, a dead end. Get lost in these places. I think this is, yeah, down this way. Oh no, this one doesn't have it. But anyway, so if there are caves, oh, it does. Ooh, oh, that's dangerous. So what happens is that, oh, this guy might actually demonstrate this for me. Oh, creepy, creepy guys. Oh. Whoa, yeah, you see that? That's what this dungeon does, is it's harmless, like there's nothing bad in it. But what it does is it'll expose caves that are up above. I didn't even notice this, but until I actually deliberately looked for it to show you. The caves above will be exposed. And maybe, I don't know, I never really explained how this works. And so I guess I might talk about this a bit. Like, this whole dungeon is created by describing primitives like square, cubes and lines and things. And so I say, like, you know, build a hollow box, and then set these to fence. And one thing that I can do when I say, like, create a box like this, is I could say, you know, do I want it to overwrite air blocks, or do I want it to overwrite solid blocks that are already there? So you see these cobbles? These cobbles actually are this whole thing being like filling over and then saying oh, how does it work again? It's like, don't replace solid and replace air. And this one is don't replace air and replace solid. So that's how this bridging works. This bridging with like cobbles. So it's like a two-pass thing. First it does the don't fill air and fill solid, and then it does the don't fill solid and fill air. So I don't know if that makes any sense, but what I did is I used the same technique. These walls down below here are, you know, fill air and fill solid. The ones up above in the roof there are fill solid but don't fill air. So what that means is that there's a cave there that'll leave it exposed, and then mobs can fall down and ruin your day. So it's like it creates the potential for these unsafe areas to proliferate, because it actually carves a hole up there and leaves this opening. So yeah, that's that's my latest feature. The other thing that this does is that it makes it very atmospheric, having these rooms. And it also, because there's no spawners in here, it kind of creates a bit of a... It creates some openness. Like, I want to have a little bit of a balance, like where, you know, you have these rooms. Ooh, what's down here anyway? It's like... strange. There's these rooms that don't have spawners in them. And then there's those vine rooms that don't have spawners. There's these rooms that don't have spawners. So there's all these different kinds of rooms that don't have spawners, and I think that that having a bunch of rooms that are kind of just there makes it it kind of makes it so that there isn't like I don't want it to be like just a solid wall of spawners. And that's one of the ways that I've been addressing balance is to sort of spread the spawners out just a bit, so that you have some room to move around. And I think that putting in these rooms without spawners kind of helps to do that. They do have loot chests that are just little bonus things that they could be anything for now anyway. But part of what they do is... Hey, is that a... No, that's a chest. Yeah, that's the enchanting room over there. So that's part of what I've been doing. Some of the latest rooms that I put in don't have spawners in them. So yeah, it took me probably like about 2 or 3 hours, and I think I died a couple times trying to clear out level 1. That's just level 1. So I've been working on level 2 as well. I think once you finish level 1, then level 2 is maybe a little bit easier overall, like relatively. But yeah, here's a... Am I in peaceful? No, I'm in hard. Huh. Yeah, so I worked my way through here. Yeah, there's a creeper dungeon in here. You know, actually somebody was complaining to me just a few minutes ago in the test server there. He was saying, you know, dude, if you stop putting TNT under dungeons, that killed me twice. And you know, I actually really like this dungeon. I think that it's a successful... It successfully does what I wanted to have in the game, and I just want to quickly explain that when you see mossy stone like this and gravel, it's supposed to give you a clue that this is a creeper dungeon, because it's the only dungeon that spawns with this mossy and gravel. So yeah, you're gonna find TNT under it. I actually could have put more TNT in these things, but I kind of balanced it in a way that I thought was sensible. But anyway, so there you go. There's TNT. It's a good idea actually. I really like. I also like that if you safely get these things, that you can harvest the TNT and then use it. Because TNT can be very useful in this, you know, when you're doing this dungeon crawling. Some other things that I've done lately to the mod is that I've made it so that these little bits of junk, if there are bits of junk that are like epic junk, then I put them in the junk. If there's like epic food, they're in the food. If there are epic tools, they'll sometimes spawn in place of the tools. And I think same with the specialty items. But so that's one thing that's changed. Oh, what's this? Yeah. Oh. I gotta be careful. Okay. Let's just clear this out. Take a look. Wow. Now that guy spawned with no armor on. Whoop. These guys, I've been killed a few times by skellies wielding these bows, these long bows. Let's check out what's in the chest. There's only one chest and 2 spawners, that's funny. Food, yay! These random cobble dungeons, I changed them so that they only spawn with like food and potions and things, and tools, I think. I think that's 3 things. And I did that to sort of make it so that you can only get the best stuff by doing dungeons. Ooh, look at these guys. So anyway, I just wanted to give a little bit of an update on what's going on with the mod, and so I think that's going to be it for now. And I may continue doing a let's play of doing the mod now, because it's a little bit, I think it's a little bit more interesting than it was last time. The last time, I don't know, it was weird. It was like, it was too easy, but now it's like, I think it's just about right now. Like, it's not too hard and it's not too easy. I can certainly still get killed in it. But anyway, I think I'm going to leave it there, and hopefully you've enjoyed this update video. And if you have any questions, certainly leave them in the comments, and I'll try to address them. And so I'll talk to you later. Thanks for watching.